I robbed a retail store of over $10,000 worth of merchandise a few months after they fired me. I worked for an undisclosed retail store, a big box chain, think Walmart. But not Walmart, just a little more niche, in a small rural area. Because the area was so small, the store didn't have any security cameras. One day, HR contacted the GM to talk about me and a cashier not getting along. I was the floor manager at the time, and had sent her home on multiple occasions for things like vaping at the register, wearing slippers to work, etc. She was just a terrible employee. During the conversation with HR, the woman was being extremely rude.
So I said, I'm not doing this anymore.
Stood up and went to clock out for lunch. The HR woman started screaming at my manager not to let me leave the room without turning over my keys, saying that if I tried to come back, they'd have me arrested. They later told unemployment. I had quit, for fuck's sake. My manager stood in front of the door until I handed over the keys. I was furious because my hard work was what put our store on the map. My boss even got to take his family to Hawaii because of my sales figures. At one point, I had lost my store keys and was given a replacement, but I eventually found the original, so I had a spare. My boss was such a piece of shit that he gave his security code to the rest of us key holders, so we could use it to make it look like he was at work when he wasn't. After losing the job, I started spiraling, drinking and doing coke. One night, I got super coked out, jumped in my car, drove down to the store, used my keys and his code to get in, and grabbed as much expensive stuff as I could. I re-entered the code and left. Here's the crazier part. I got home and realized I hadn't taken enough, so I turned around, went back, and grabbed even more stuff. The kicker? I forgot the security code on the second trip, so the alarm went off and I had to run. A few friends who still worked there asked me about it, but I never told anyone until now. The cops tried to question me, saying they had my car on camera. I drove a white four-door compact, but there's no way they could tell it was mine from a grainy security camera 3 doors down. I hid the stuff for about 9 months, moved and never said a word until today.